talking about Rumble predictions.
I always love the Rumble. Because traditionally there are 5 big events, 5 big pay-per-views. The Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, well, King of the Ring back in the day. Yeah.
Although they did bring it back.
They did bring it back. Yeah, smaller capacity. When the Rumble arrives, you know that WrestleMania is just around the corner. And the Rumble's always fun because you got 30 guys in a ring, and it's like the whole countdown thing. Everybody gets pumped.
Everyone gets pumped. And you always know that there'll be that legend who just shows up there. You know he's going to get eliminated
he's going to be squashed, but it's just fun seeing him there.
It's nice to see him there.
The Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views. It's right up there with Mania and SummerSlam, I think. So, yeah, last year, Edge won the Rumble, but he was squashed in Mania with Jericho. So I think when they had Edge win the Rumble, he came in as a face. Then right after WrestleMania, he turned heel. So that was a bit fast. Right now I don't know who's gonna win the Rumble. Yeah, it's tough right now. Some people are saying if Cena enters the Rumble, he's gonna win it for a second time. But I don't know if it's...
I wouldn't want Cena to go into the Rumble.
Me neither.
Actually, what I really love now, again, there's no Batista.
Yeah.
Randy Orton is at a perfect point in which you don't know whether he's going to win a match or lose a match.
Yeah.
But every match, you know, he's in, it's perfect.
Yeah.
John Cena's with the injury, so you basically have such an open field of possibilities with the Royal Rumble for the first time in ages.
Yeah. I'm happy with. Initially, I was apprehensive about The Miz winning the WWE Championship, but Vince likes the media exposure that he's been getting because he's a former reality show guy. So he's bringing the belt all around, and he's getting a lot of media exposure.
He was even on TMZ. Did you see that?
Yeah, he was on TMZ. He was on Jimmy Kimmel. Not Jimmy Fallon. I'm sorry. And he's playing such a good cowardly heel.
He is.
He's really like weaseling himself out of situations. When Alex Riley's there and Michael Cole being a douche. Yeah.
You know, finally Michael Cole got accepted.
Yeah.
I think all it took for him was just to show the world his true colors.
Yeah, embrace yourself. You're an asshole. Yeah, we accept you.
I just love hearing Cole every time The Miz has a match, and you just hear him go all crushy on The Miz. Like, oh, it's a travesty. Especially if it's Daniel Bryan.
It's awesome. Yeah. So I like the fact that I think Miz is a good heel champ. I'm kind of disappointed that John Morrison didn't make it to the pay-per-view as the #1 contender. Well, because it's Orton, so Orton has to be the bigger name, I guess. But after that Sheamus Morrison match from TLC,
oh my god, that was amazing.
I thought that was the star-making thing for Morrison. I thought that was going to elevate him into the Rumble and stay in the main event. But I guess it's because he still can't really talk.
That's
I mean, he's an amazing talent. He incorporates all the parkour and the athleticism. But until he can talk and I guess find his voice, I don't think he can. They're going to be confident to give him a belt, with the big belt just there.
That's true. Although I do have to say, going back to TLC, the match between Sheamus and John Morrison, for me, that had to be the sleeper match of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people were expecting much from that match.
I wasn't.
Like, considering that their feud prior to that was a very low-key thing.
They said it was going to be a filler until Sheamus has to contend for a belt again, or if and when Triple H returns. But they made what they could out of that feud, and they did well with the pay-per-view match.
Amazing match.
Exactly. And as far as on the other end with Edge is world champion right now. Who's their #1 contender now?
On SmackDown?
Yeah. Jeez. Oh yeah.
Wade Barrett, I think.
No,
it's not Wade Barrett?
Wade Barrett's feuding with Big Show.
Okay.
So as of last week, it was
Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
I like Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
I have to say I like Dolph Ziggler.
I like the gimmick with Vicky.
But for me, he isn't just there yet.
Not there.
He still needs some fine tuning. Yeah. Jack Swagger, on the other hand, for me, he's there. He's there.
Definitely.
What I wish they do again is we remember those matches Daniel Bryan had with Dolph Ziggler, and he also had another couple of series of matches with Jack Swagger. I think what would be a beautiful, for me, dream match for WrestleMania would be a three-way dance match between Daniel Bryan, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
That would be beautiful. No Kofi Kingston or anything. Just those three guys. Just let them go out there and wrestle.
I have a feeling though that those guys may end up in a Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I could see that too.
That's a question that I have. If they're still going to have a Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, since there's a separate Money in the Bank pay-per-view now.
I think they might keep the money in because it's like one of those WrestleMania establishments already.
Nowadays, yeah.
You need that money. It's like one of those expected things. Like,
Yeah.
I remember for a few years they had the idea of the 4-way tag team match.
Yeah.
They kept that on for a couple of WrestleManias. Then there was always that Legend versus Legend Dream match. I don't think we're going to be having any Legend versus Legend Dream matches this year. So it's actually, again, 2011 seems to be a very interesting start for the WWE.
And the rumor is since WrestleMania is going to be in Atlanta, there might be more WCW.
Oh God!
And they said that if there's one guy that they're guaranteed to induct into the Hall of Fame, it's going to be Arn.
Oh, Arn.
It's going to be AA. So I don't know who else they're going to induct, but AA, it's about time. It's really about time. Yeah, Horseman, man.
Although I think about it because I know there's one name that they really have to. I think it's impossible right now. It Sting. I don't see it happening. But for me, I think if they really want to have like the perfect Atlanta WCW,
yeah.
They need
I read
Sting.
an interview with Eric Bischoff yesterday about the possibility of Sting being inducted, and he said, I doubt it's gonna happen because until he's still kind of signed with TNA, even though he's kind of a free agent, it's more likely that he resigns with TNA than do something with WWE. And finally, they release a catalog of all his matches back in WCW. It would be awesome if Sting could get inducted, but not right now.
You know, it's a shame though, because I remember reading an interview with Sting in which he actually did discuss that he and Vince McMahon actually spoke about the possibilities over the course of the past decade of Sting going to the WWE, but I guess there's always problems, with the contract and the lawyers and stuff like that.
And I think it's probably the fact that he also wants a lighter workload compared to everybody else.
It's a bit too late now for Sting at this point, but if they could somehow at least give us a little bit of Sting, I think that would be great.
Yeah, it's true.
Nice fight, man.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I think with that we've spoken a lot about what we expect from wrestling this year, and we'll be back doing more wrestling talk. We'll be covering Raws and SmackDowns when we can.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be covering the pay-per-views,
pay-per-views.
especially Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. So hold on for that. We don't even have a name for this kind of segment yet.
It's on ATGSITE.
It's on
so that's
ATGSITE,
it.
so yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, this has been Mike,
And Jason.
and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Cheers.
When he spoke out of Vietnam,